And welcome back, little G's, to my universe. Come on in and make yourself at home. My name is Indira, Indy, and I am here to talk to you today about astrology and the houses within astrology. So many of you may or may not know that within your astrological chart or birth chart or natal chart is a division of 12 houses. View your astrology chart like a pie, and it is cut into 12 pieces. Every single piece represents a house, and every single house represents a theme in regards to life and to this world, our surroundings. So I'm going to get into the different astrology houses and really just providing information so that you know, first of all, that they exist, what they're all about, and how they affect your personal life, as every single placement that you have of different planets in your astrology chart reveal, depending on which house they reside in, what that particular theme is going to be in your life, if it's stronger versus not as prevalent. And believe it or not, some of you, like myself, may not have any astrological influence, conjunctions within a particular house. So I'm going to have above me this whole entire video, a example of the different houses within our astrology natal chart or birth chart, and the general theme and the layout, for example, of how to read your astrology chart. So first off, if you do not have an astrology chart or a natal chart, I have provided in the description box a link to a free astrology chart maker called alabwithan.com. And you can create your free astrology chart as long as you know the exact time that you were born and the city that you were born. So we'll go from there, as long as obviously putting in your actual birth date. But knowing your exact time, it does make a difference for the full picture of your astrology chart and giving you accuracy. Okay, so the general themes for the 12 houses within your astrology natal chart or birth chart are as follows. So first house, it is of self and appearance. So any planet, any sign that you have within your first house piece of the pie will reveal how you physically see yourself, your physical appearance, ego, etc. And I'm going to have different examples of different houses or charts that reveal different houses that I found online that are kind of a fun way of looking at and remembering the different houses within the astrology chart. The second house rules money and possessions. So if you have a particular planet or astrological chart that's within your second house, that's how it's going to affect the way that you view money, possessions, etc. In the previous video I just released, I have the planet Uranus in my second house, and that is going to affect how in my life in this incarnation I view money, I view possessions, I earn money, earn possessions, my take on the whole money possessions realm. I view it through the lens of Uranus, and Uranus is affecting my money and possessions second house in a more innovative way, maybe slightly out of the box, erratic. Impulsive is one word I read in regards to when you have Uranus in your second house, impulsively spending, etc. Money comes, money goes. and thinking of different ways of how to earn money, and also my view on possessions as a whole, definitely not as hard and fast. So the third house theme would be the house of communications and communities. So what kind of placements, planet and astrology signs you have in your third house of communication and communities. That is something that you should look at once you have your astrology chart done. Fourth house would be home, intuition, and children. So your home life. Do you have a strong intuition or a less used intuition? Because everybody has intuition, that gut feeling in your stomach, etc. And in regards to children, if you choose to have children in this life, how you may treat your children, how you view raising your children, and that definitely coincides with the home life theme. Fifth house is about passion, love, and success. So how you have a romantic life, how you are passionate about, subjects, themes in your life, and also success. Maybe what type of success, financial success, just in general, energetic success that you will experience in this life, and how that will play out. The sixth house is about health, work, and structure. So how maybe things will play out for you in this life regarding your health, how you will approach work, and what kind of structure you may or may not have in your life, because certain astrological signs are less structured than others, and certain planets are definitely not about, having that particular work ethic, and also depending on the sign, the astrological sign, and what part of the body they rule, that can maybe also show an example of how your health will be in regards to that particular body part. As an example, Taurus rules the throat. So if you have Taurus in your sixth house, it could represent anywhere from throat issues like laryngitis, strep throat, to maybe having thyroid issues, etc. So seventh house is the theme of partnership, marriage, legal proceedings. So how you will or will not maybe have marriage in your life, how it will play out if you do, just partnerships in general, from business partnerships, workout partnerships, and romantic partnerships, marriages, etc. So seventh house rules those themes. The eighth house rules change, secrets, transformation. I mentioned in the previous video, legacies. So it's a very big themed house. The eighth house is a little bit of everything. So definitely interesting to see what you would have in your eighth house, if you do have any planets or astrological signs in your eighth house. Ninth house would be higher education, growth, and religion / philosophy. So a little bit more, less tangible, but if you maybe, are considering pursuing higher education, how that would play out in your life, it'd be good to reference your chart. Also, your general feelings on religion and philosophy. What's your philosophy in life? You can definitely reference your eighth house. The legacy that you may or may not leave for your friends, family, the world. It would be interesting to look at your eighth house. Your ninth house. The 10th house themes would be social status and career. So if you're interested in see how your career is going to play out, referencing your 10th house will be a really interesting way to look at things. 11th house would be creative ideas and humanitarianism. So something a little more altruistic, not something everybody may be interested in, but if you are all about creative ideas, how you process and create opportunities for humanitarianism, creating, a better world, etc., that would be a good house to reference, would be your 11th house. And then finally, your 12th house. The 12th house themes are the occult, psychic abilities, and the subconscious mind. Really interesting, different house theme. It could be very fun for a lot of people to see what chart, reveals, what your chart reveals regarding your psychic abilities, maybe your view on the occult, your subconscious mind. So 12th house, full of interesting themes. And also, like I mentioned before, if you don't have any planets or astrological signs within your houses, certain houses, that's okay. In general, what that means is that is not your focus in this life. So you are freed up to focus on other houses and their themes. And also maybe there's not some karma that you need to work through for those particular themes in that house. Looking forward to talking to you again, little G's. I hope you are well, and I will see you again. Bye.